Really, it's a pleasure for me to be here at Cedar Rapids. Frank and I go back a long way. I can tell you this, he and his wife Joellen with 380's company can't do enough to help us with the Beat Foundation. We just recently had our gala about 3 weeks ago. We raised in one night, I'm so proud because of people like Greg, $2.1 million to help kids battling cancer. We had with us, unless a family has to go through, we had with us 6 youngsters, and we had 70 celebrities, like Bob Hansen, former star in Iowa, and now doing a great job at TV. Did I say it the way you told me, Bobby? But anyway, bottom line is, we had, you name them, they were with us. John Calipari, Rick Pitino, Billy Donovan, we had stars galore, Vinny Testaverde, Heisman Trophy winner. We had Super Bowl champs. We honored Lou Holtz, Gary Williams, and Jay Wright. And I'm going to tell you this, it was unbelievable. But when I get up to speak, I said, you know, we have 70 celebrities here. Kellen Winslow, Hall of Famer. We have Gary Sheffield. There were 70 of them. I said, well, let me tell you the real stars tonight. The real stars are the 6 I'm going to introduce right now. 6 youngsters that have courageously battled cancer and are survivors, but they've had a tough road. One youngster, for example, was a tennis player, and he had his arm amputated. He was a left-handed player 8 months ago. Had his arm amputated, learned how to play with his right arm, and came back and played in a high school tournament for his dad. Then we had another youngster, was an outstanding tight end, was lifting weights, 350 pounds, working out, 16 years of age, and all of a sudden had a pain in his back. The pain in the back became a tumor on the spine. Tumor on the spine cost him now, he's in a wheelchair paralyzed. Well, I introduced these 6 kids, and when we got done, Greg could remember this, I was blown away. The gentleman came running up to me as I'm walking off the podium, the stage, and he came running up to me and he said, Dick, I'm so touched by your team. I call them my 6 superstars. I said, the room's filled with great athletes, great coaches, but these are real champs for what their families have gone through. And he said to me, Dick, I want to donate some money, man. I said, well, there's a donate card on the table. Just fill it out. He said, well, I want to donate 5. I said, well, you want 5,000? That's great. Just fill out the card. He said, Dick, you don't hear me. He said, he's about 42 years old, this fella. He said, I've made millions. But my wife and I have the pain that those people feel every day. Every day we have pain for 24 hours watching our little girl battle a disease that's not cancer, but it's debilitating, it's life-threatening. He said, I know what those families are going through, and I want to help. He said, I'm going to give you a check right now for $500,000. Right? We were blown away. And he wanted no publicity, wouldn't allow me to use his name, but that was generosity. As Craig said, if you're able, you know your financial situation. If you're not able, that's fine too. But if you're able, reach down. I'm going to be on the phone in a little while with a coach's little girl, Gianna. Gianna just had liver surgery, coming out of surgery. Now she's got to go through all the chemo and all that. It's unbelievable what families have to face. I have a friend of mine who's here playing on the first hole. He can't do enough to help. Can't do enough. He felt the pain none of us ever want to feel. He lost his little girl to cancer, a neighbor of mine. The most beautiful, precious little thing you could ever see. Her name was Peyton. Absolutely gorgeous. She became, eventually, pain in the knee, became tumor on the spine, caused her to be paralyzed. She was then blind, and then lost her life. And he's here today. He'll be playing in this tournament with all of you. But please, if you can give, you may save the life of someone you love. You may save, ultimately, your child. I'm obsessed with this now because I've gotten to meet all these families and these kids. And I know what it would do to me if one of my grandchildren had to go through with some of these kids. So I want to say have a great, great time. Have a super, I'll see you tonight. We got a lot of stuff I'm going to autograph. I bought a bunch of books here. Give us a donation for $20 for a book. Sign. Want me to personalize it? I'll do that. We have basketballs. I'm signing. We want to raise money. Fred, I didn't come from beautiful Sarasota, Florida, unless I'm going home with at least a minimum of $101,000 for the V Foundation. If I don't do that, I'm a failure. But I know Hanson will not let us fail, because whatever was shy, he's writing a check out for the balance. Thank you.